Now we will be discussing second approach towards probability, that is statistical or empirical probability. Now if an experiment is performed repeatedly under essentially homogeneous and identical conditions, then the limiting value of the ratio of the number of times the event occurs to the number of trials. Okay. Now suppose we have an event A which occurs m times in n repetitions. Okay. So we can write relative frequency, that is m upon n. Okay. And whenever this number of trials becomes infinitely large, then we can write probability of A as limit of m upon a, and that is relative frequency when n is going towards infinity, tending towards infinity. Now some remarks. Now since in the relative frequency approach, the probability is obtained objectively by repetitive empirical observations. Okay, that's why it is called as a empirical probability. This relative frequency, that is m upon n, relative frequency we are obtaining by repetitive empirical observation. That is the reason we are it is also called as empirical probability. Next, empirical probability provides validity to the classical theory of probability. Now for example, if we are tossing a coin, now probability of getting a head is half. Now what if we are tossing a coin 20 times? Now in 20 times, what classical probability tells us is that out of 20, 50% it is going to give us head and next 50 is going to give us a tail. So that out of 20, 10 times we should get head, wherein in 10 times we should get tail. But practically this is not possible. Out of 20 times you may even get only one head or no head at all, or you may get 2 head, 3 head. Okay. Now, so in such cases we are using empirical probability. Main drawback of empirical probability is it never can be obtained in practice. Okay, we can only attempt the close estimate of probability of an event, that is probability of A, by making n sufficiently large. Next, the experimental conditions may not remain essentially homogeneous and identical in a large number of repetitions of the experiment. Now suppose you are tossing a coin 500 times. It is not possible to keep all the conditions homogeneous and identical. Next, second one, the relative frequency, that is m upon n, may not attain a unique value, no matter however large the value of n may be. So it's a little bit difficult to obtain a unique value in this case. Now let's start with examples. So first example, a uniform die is thrown at random. Find the probability that the number on it is first 5, second greater than 4 and third even. So let's first write all possible exhaustive cases. Since we are throwing a die, uniform die, so all possible cases are going to be, sample spaces are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So these are the possibilities we have. Now we need to find the probability that the number on it is 5. So we have 5 only one time. So let me take event A as getting 5 on its face. Okay. So how many times we are getting 5? Only one time. So probability of getting 5 is 1 upon total number of exhaustive cases are going to be 6. So the probability that the number on it is 5 is nothing but 1 upon 6. So out of 6 times, the probability of getting 5 is 1 out of 6. Now second, greater than 4. So let me take it as event B, and event B is getting greater than 4 on its face. So how many times we are getting greater than 4? 1. we are getting 4 greater than 4 2 times. So probability of getting event B that is greater than 4 is going to be 2 out of 6. So out of these 6 exhaustive cases, 2 times we are getting greater than 4, that is 5 and 6. Next we need even, probability that the number on it is even. So let me take it as event C. So what is C? Getting even number on its face. So how many times we are getting even number? 1, 2 and 3. So out of 6, probability of getting C, that is getting even number, is 3 upon 6, which can be also written as 1 upon 2. Whereas in this case, second case, getting greater than 4 can also written as 1 upon 3. So probability of getting 5 is 1 upon 6. Out of 6 exhaustive cases, we are getting 5 one time. Getting greater than 4, it is 1 upon 3 or 2 by 6, and getting even number is 3 by 6 or 1 upon 2. Second example, in a single throw with 2 uniform dice, find the probability of throwing 5 and 8. So in this case, we are throwing 2 dice simultaneously. So in a single throw, we need to find probability of getting 5 and 8. That is nothing but we need to see whenever we are throwing these 2 dice, we have to find probability of getting sum as a 5 and getting sum as 8 on both the dice. So before starting with this, let's write all possible exhaustive cases when we are throwing 2 dice. So whenever we are throwing 2 dice, the possible cases is going to be 36. First is going to be 1 1, then 1 and 2. On first die we can get 1 and on second 2, and 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Then we can get 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5 and 2 6. Similarly, we can get 3 1, 3 2, 3 3 and then lastly we are getting 6 6. So these are the 36 exhaustive cases we have whenever we are throwing 2 dice simultaneously. Now we need to find probability of throwing 5 on both the dice. So it is nothing but we have to find probability of getting sum as 5. So what is our event A? So event A is getting sum of 5 on both the dice. So let's check in which cases we are getting sum as 5. So this is the first case, we are getting 5, 1 plus 4. Then in this case we are getting 5. Here also we are getting 5 and here we are getting 5. So these are the 4 cases wherein we are getting 5. Is there any other case? We don't have any other case wherein we are getting 5. So what are the sample spaces for A? It is 1 4, 2 3, 3 2 and 4 1. So these are the 4 cases wherein we are getting 5. So what will be probability of A? Probability of getting sum as 5 is 4 upon 36, or we can say 1 by 9. Next, probability of throwing 8. So similarly I am taking it as event B. So second B getting sum of 8. So again let us check in these exhaustive cases in which cases we are getting 8. So here we are not getting 8. This is the first one wherein we are getting 8. Next in this case we are getting 8. 4 plus 4, this is also 8. 5 plus 3 and 6 plus 2. So there are total 5 cases wherein we are getting 8. So let's write these cases. So sample space for B is 2, 6, then 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 3 and 6, 2. So what will be probability of B? It is 5 out of 36.